Hey, traders. Hope you're having a good day, a good Thursday, the 22nd. Happy Earth Day, by the way. So go Earth. But let's not make it, let's not politicize it, which is what Janet Yellen did today. So, wow, she works in finance, right? She's, what is it? I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't even know why I'm talking about. Welcome to being a live streamer where everything's improv, including the opening remarks. All right, sorry, a lot of crazy stuff going on. Where Bitcoin is marked down, it hit its lowest level since March 25th, before bouncing barely. Like, okay, bounce for now.
The Pied Piper Bitcoin is playing its flute and the mice alts are marching to their watery graves.
What? Yes, Octoman. Thank you for the flutes, dude. Alright, the flutes and marching and graves and water. Thank you, dude. Many things. Many things. So, interestingly, somehow Ethereum is holding on, still up 3.6%. It was up 10%, plus 10, 12% earlier today. Hit all-time highs. But at Bitcoin's lowest point, around 50K, 50,400, Ethereum was only up like 1% or nothing. It was like kind of flat on the day, which is wild. So the outperformance of that asset is incredible. Maker still up 5%. Ethereum Classic still up 7.7%. You got some that are holding on. Even Hex is holding on by 4% today. So YFI also there. But yeah, this is what we're talking about yesterday, right? Where some of the altcoins look promising. Maybe. I mean, like, at least they're showing potential trade setup opportunities that we'd see on 4-hour time scales, in uptrends. But the issue is the macro, which is Bitcoin. And if the macro underperforms or sells off, it will weigh heavily on the altcoins that look like they might be setting up for higher prices. That's exactly what's going on, right? You got Ethereum that's wanting to bust through and get back in that price discovery, but not when Bitcoin's doing this crap. It's so difficult, almost impossible to do it, right? Audio check, we good? Mods on the audio? Sorry, I'm a little maybe sunburned. I'm supposed to be in some sort of it's cool, I met with my old boss today, and he owns, him and another guy, they own a marketing agency now. And if y'all ever heard of Yellowwood, evidently I'm gonna be in one of their advertisements tomorrow, so that's gonna be fun. But it's gonna be cool, dude. Jimmy Rain, richest guy in the state of Alabama, owns Yellowwood, so that'd be cool. All right, so that's the wedge we got looking at in Bitcoin. Remember, that measure moves like 41,500. It's far down here, okay? So that is always a possibility, but you're hoping that it would underperform because the market conditions are too bullish. Sentiment is not great right now. I mean, it's just faded. It's like, look at the downside, 41,573, measuring the structure. So let's hope you never get to the 100% retrace. If you don't before pivoting, that could just be testament to how bullish the trend is we are in, and you're just going through a correction, man. And at one peak, second peak, third peak, slightly higher, 1272, 1272. So momentum is just not as good as it once was, right? Momentum stalled out. It looked great up until the major reversal, and then, it was really that Saturday night. Saturday night, man, kind of killed everything. September,
Typed in the F in chat. Would you look at it? Just look at it. Picked up a Bitcoin conference ticket. Let's go. Here's a chug until then one.
Looks like Bitcoin might be a lot lower by then if this keeps up, right? Thank you, Timbo, for the 1212. Michael Saylor might be broke by then. Just kidding. Since, a lot of us got in down here, including him, like his initial position. So, you got that. But you also have this, right? Where it's the upsloping channel, where you're breaking out. You're working on the breakout right now. You're just literally at that demand line. You were breaking it, now you're just at it, chilling. So there's no edge, still nothing implying a reversal right now on the daily upside, just like yesterday. Nothing looked good yesterday. You actually looked bad, like bearish engulfing candle, gaining follow through price action today. I think it all started just like the equities market when Biden announced he proposed a 43% capital gains tax to wealthy Americans. You know, $1 million plus a year. Okay, well, you're going to pay for it. And if you live in New York, imagine adding that 43% capital gains tax to the state tax. You're paying 55%, 53% capital gains tax on every trade. Imagine that, where what you do, the government is saying that they deserve more than half of what you make on a trade. It's unjustifiable. You start getting to a point where, okay, New York Stock Exchange is going to literally leave New York. That will actually happen. And they will go to Dallas, Texas, most likely. They will get the F out of New York. Unbelievable. The cost of living so high. I mean, like, everyone that's got $1 million now is screwed. $1 million is not what it used to be in 1980 at all, with this inflation stuff going on. So yeah, dude, not good on Bitcoin. No edge, nothing to write home about. You can see where you're at. You're just at that demand line. And you also tested the horizontal line support from March 25th, and below that really is you're looking around 45k, 50k cracks, 45,000 psychological support resistance. You also have an area that's never been tested in the history of Bitcoin, 41,942k, right? You never got there on February 28th before reversing. So I'm just saying, if things get bad, this is where Bitcoin could go. Hopefully it doesn't. But you know how to, again, hey, what's that? 41,933. Remember the measured move? 41,500. That's almost perfect. A correction, man. A correction. Let's zoom out on the chart, right? I mean, kind of okay. It's not that surprising of an area where a correction would happen. Not at all, right? It would be surprising for a correction to happen down here. Like that, it would be really weird for a correction to happen. I mean, you had the COVID crash, right? So, whatever. It's just 6 months plus of you just go to the monthly. Again, just look at the monthly for 10 seconds. Any kind of reversal here. Wow, it hit the golden mean, the log scale golden mean ratio, man. Pretty much hit the measured move of the size of the structure. It respected the TA so well, so fast. Thought it might take a year. Nah, dude, it was just straight line up to the targets, right? And now it's a red candle. This might be one of the worst performing Aprils of all time for Bitcoin at this rate. 8 days to go till close. All right, let's go to Ethereum, up 3.5% today. What a nice all-time high achieved. Yet didn't matter because Bitcoin pulled the rug. Where do I think it has to reach before it doesn't? I don't know, like where it's going to stop, man. But I'll tell you, I would prefer that when it does stop, we're able to identify an edge on the market, right? We're able to identify some version of divergence. You're probably not going to get it anytime soon on the daily. I don't even know how it could develop, right? You'd have to pivot here right now, right? If you want to see a daily edge of some sort, like classic, you got to reverse here eventually, and run up, make a lower high, then sell off again, and then come down, and then the negative momentum does this, goes positive for a second, then goes negative again, and then on that second low or something, we see lower levels of negative momentum or something. That's just like outside the box thinking. It could reverse anywhere. It's always there's always a coin flips chance it reverses now. Always. But we need market variables at critical levels to tell us, right? If we want to be able to say, hey, there's a higher probability it would reverse here, or it wouldn't, or it would continue down. You just don't have it. I mean, if anything, it was like yesterday was that bearish engulfing candle. And what were we talking about? Like the bear flag, right? The bearish looking structure after the impulse down on decent volume, right? This one, don't don't even get me started. TradingView somehow, like, I don't know, it screwed up and I lost so much work again. Like, some kind of crazy bug happened where it saved from way back and it made it to where all my data, I can't save anything. I have too much data. Like, it's crazy. It's like gaslighting me again. So I'm dealing with that today. But it just didn't look good, man. Even though Ethereum looked okay, XRP looked okay. What's up, Robert Powell, man? Let's go. And he's not even a patron. Let's go. He's not even a patron.
Powell tipped $104.20. Thank you so much, bro. I am officially debt-free after 3 months of learning Tao with you. It's an unbelievable feeling to make 8K in a single night. Couldn't have done it without you. Much cheers. I'm to get patron soon.
Robert, that's amazing, man. Thank you for the $104.20. Oh, I get what you're doing.
Is that a joint?
Thank you, dude. It's what is the joke? Oh, in case you don't feel bad if you miss 420, because just around the corner it's 422 or something. Is that what we're going for or something? Thank you, dude. So proof, again, more proof that if you focus, if you have devotion, if you invest in yourself with devotion and focus, you can achieve anything you want. Okay, anything. And you want to surround yourself around people that have ambition like you, that don't want to live the normal life, the 9 to 5. You gotta find a way to break away. You gotta find a way to where you can build your own dream, not someone else's, because that's what you're doing when you work for someone else, right? They're giving you a paycheck, they're giving you a cut. So find your own dream, whether it's trading, a shoe company, coffee company, whatever, man. You pick it. Your passion, whatever you're passionate about, you gotta figure out, man.
Gavin Crown tipped $25.
What's up, Gavin, dude?
Thanks so much, Mitch. After 2 months with you, I am officially 70 million in debt and am left with 0 Bitcoin. Devotion and focus has been key in this journey, and now I am heading to the bridge.
Wow, that de-escalated quickly, didn't it, Gavin? Thank you so much for the $25. Well, I'll tell you, if you're in debt, you shouldn't be tipping me $25, Gavin, man, alright? That might be a little too out of your pay grade. Heck, man, I don't even know. That might have been a fake Gavin that's figured it out. I guess we'll never know. Thank you, dude. Yeah, Gavin came in, he used to be a whale, and now he's a peasant, I guess. Guh. Thanks, dude. Only people that, you know. Sorry if you're a new viewer, okay? Sorry. So it just, like, let's look at the swing in price action. From the all-time high earlier today to the lowest point. 13% drop, right? And has recovered. Is only down 8.7% from its all-time high. So what a recovery. This is what happened. Like, if Bitcoin can just not crash, if it cannot break this little potential demand line here, if it can hold the 50,000 mark, I mean, Ethereum's got a chance to see way higher than its previous all-time high. It could go all the way up to almost $3,000 if this can just hold. But my God, man, it's just nothing implies that it will hold right now. Nothing. Nothing's implying a reversal, and that sucks. Because that means chances are, and it's not oversold. You're still, right now, only 40 million. No big deal.
Gavin Crown tipped $25. Lol, I'm joking, who would have thought? I'm only 40 mil in debt.
Well, I mean, that's manageable. Right? Hey, that means you get to write off 3K every year for the rest of your life. So you got that going for you, which is nice. Thank you, Gavin, dude. Dang. We were this close to 65K, man. $101. Instead of 101 Dalmatians, it's dollars. Gosh dang. What a bamboozle. So the RSI, like yesterday, now again today, 35.58, lowest level seen since September 5th. Ouch. Just continuing to drop. Not good, man. So yeah, it's really unfortunate here, you know, with Ethereum, because what could have been, what could still be. But now it's like you gotta, all this work, man. I'd cleaned this up and none of my stuff's set. So I got all these lines here that I deleted. Now I have to re-delete. Just a everyday thing now, you know, just always something, man. But yeah, you got your channel, and now you've double topped at the supply. One time, a second time. Ugh. And the RS, oh man, that high and the slightly high, that's bearish divergence on the RSI right now. So, I mean, better than Bitcoin. But you could imagine if Bitcoin's gonna break 50K, you know Ethereum's going down to test 2,000 again, right? Easy, $400 drop. And then that's gonna be what, hey, what are you made of now, Ethereum, with Bitcoin technically breaking down? You're carrying the whole market, pretty much. Okay, these are higher risk areas. This is definitely where reversals happen, where you could eventually find yourself all the way back down to the bottom of the channel that's at freaking 1850. Buzzkill. All right, Litecoin down 0.36%. It was doing things kind of, and look, it's like, yeah, it's, you see what I'm saying? These dragons we've seen, that for the past 6 months, we keep seeing them, they keep playing out. They keep playing out over and over and over again, but it's not going to happen when Bitcoin rolls over. This altcoin market, it's pretty much untradeable for longs. Long trade setups are impossible when the macro, the one coin to rule them all, is doing what it's doing, when it's actually marking down. So, right? I mean, do we need to go and look at dragons, man? I mean, look, just see this dragon. Here's a bigger one, but it's nevertheless a real dragon. This is also trying to paint a dragon. It's Zcash, dude. Look at this dragon, man. Like, this is a beautiful dragon. You know, it was gorgeous. Hit all targets, exceeded them. But this is what happens. You mark up, and then this occurs, and then it plays out if the macro plays ball.
Tip $25. If anyone wants to join me on the bridge, I'm taking a Ferrari down with me. Got an extra seat. You need to mean as much debt as me though. My credit card is maxed out now too. Sorry Mitch, this is goodbye.
Dang, Gavin, it's dark, man. I thought we were, this is trying to be a positivity, uplifting stream, you know, kind of going the other way. Thank you for the 25, but sorry, man. Robert Powell's still the session top Jesus, dude. That's true. They did shut you down, but it wasn't for that reason.
Crown tip $25. Lol, are we joking? The banks shut me down. I don't have no credit cards. LLLLLL.
No credit cards. The bank shut you down because you had too much. You were becoming your own bank, and they couldn't they couldn't allow it, so they appropriated your funds, like in the movie Blow, right? That's what happened. They're writing a movie about Gavin Crown's true Hollywood story or something. All right. Is that good? Is that correct? So Dragon, same situation, same stuff, a back test of old resistance as support, and it plays out. Look, dude, are you kidding me? Are you literally kidding me, dude? Like, it's just like another dragon stuff plays out. But when the macro, man.
Don't do it, Gavin.
So, Blow. We just talked about the movie. He said, don't do it. Yeah, I agree. Don't do it, Gavin. For real. And anyone else thinking that for real, unironically, it's not worth it, dude. Life is a gift, okay? You have to understand the mathematics and probabilities involved with just existing as a human being with a brain. Dude, it's astronomical. Like, it's just like, it's impossible that you exist and you're alive. So, you know, like, if you know that, just figure it out, man. Just try to do your best to just try to live life, you know? Don't waste it. All right. So it just sucks, man. You're out of time and the macro's reversed. So that's what I'm just getting at. It's the same thing with XRP, right? Litecoin, guess what? XRP down 8%. What are you gonna do, man? Welcome to the market, man. welcome to the market where look, I mean, earlier today you were breaking out, things seemed okay, then news-driven catalyst that destroyed equities market also destroyed crypto, and here you are, hitting the lowest level you'd seen since April 10th on XRP. It just couldn't break. Nice supply line though, right? Really nice supply line. What's up, Gavin, dude? My man, listen to this TTS chat, okay? Do it. You'll be destroyed.
Gavin Crown tipped $100. For anyone that thought I'm serious, suicide is terrible. Don't make stupid decisions. Losing money isn't the end of the world. I'm not in debt. That's for the leverage that generates Bitcoin to the moon.
Bitcoin to the moon. The inverse moon so far, right? We're going the other way, going backwards. So thank you, Gavin, for the $200 on the day, and for clarifying that suicide's bad. Yes, absolutely. Because, dude,
Wyckoff in full effect on Bitcoin. We might see BTC going sideways for a long time and BTC dominance under 50 this whole bull run. Alts are going to go crazy, Mitch.
Alt's gonna go crazy. Really tough when the macro sucks. Yeah, dude, again, if we can just get a relief rally, then these coins are gonna go nuts. Ethereum's gonna see $3,000 if Bitcoin can just hold on and not fall below 50K, right? Bitcoin hasn't fallen below $50,000 since March 6th, well, March 8th. Okay. And that's why people are like, 100K Bitcoin, 75K Bitcoin. It's like, you gotta understand how important 50K is. You gotta stay above it for a long time. Thank you for the interaction. So you think Wyckoff, Retta on Bitcoin? I mean, kind of hard to, how is it Wyckoff? It's just like, where's the bottom of the range? Is this the bottom of the range? That's 43K then. Bottom of the range, 43K. Was it upsloping Wyckoff? Anyway, get wrecked XRP. Get wrecked literally any crypto that's not Ethereum Classic, Ethereum Maker, or YFI. But let's be real, those are getting wrecked too. Like just because they're up 1.7%, 2.4%, it's only because they were up like 15% plus. Like look how sad it is on Maker. I feel like God, none of my work saved, man. So, oh, it did save, I guess. Right, hit that golden mean ratio and reversed. It was this was like the only thing on the markets that looked good. The only thing that looked okay was Maker to the US dollar. And boy, did it play out perfectly. Measured move, which is the 1272, and the golden mean ratio, not once but twice, 2 different 4-hour candles before reversing. And now it's back testing the old all-time high as support. Right there. It is doing that. No bearish divergence, really, but again, man, it's just going to keep bleeding out while Bitcoin dumps. It maybe not going to sell off as bad as Bitcoin, but it's not going to fare well. It's not going to be good for Ethereum either. So, but you got to be proud of Maker respecting the TA so well in such trying times for the market where the sentiment has slowly bled out itself, right? With the Venmo news that came out. How many active users did they have on Venmo? And now you can buy and sell crypto on there. That did nothing. It was almost like that news event didn't even exist. And at the same time, all you had going on was just scam after scam after scam, trying to get you and your money into their scam at their highest levels after it already appreciated 100+% at the peaks. Right, all that going on. I think it's just like too many low IQ individuals have entered this market, and it's just like we got to get complacency. We got to get people out. The people that are like, oh my god, yeah, I got to buy SafeCoin and this crap and Doge. Like those people got to leave, right? We got to get those people out of the market again, and that's gonna, give me 6 weeks of sideways, down sloping, whatever. Just 6 weeks of nothing burger, and those people will be gone. Let everything let the sentiment reset so we can go again. Just
Hey Mitch, can you look on the 21 mega amperes crossing the SMA on the weekly? That's why I'm calling White Profits crossing, and it has a 90% hit rate for price going down.
I don't know about that, but moving averages and 90%. I don't think anything exists that gives you a 90% probability of something happening, right? Like, yeah, bearish crossovers occur on moving averages, and those are lagging indicators, though. So, but you said 21 moving average and then crossing the simple moving average. What do you mean? Like, you talking about the 20 simple moving average is crossing the 50 weekly simple moving average or something? You weren't very clear with that. So, come on, sure, just do this, right? 20 weekly simple moving average. Okay, you're below it. 50. No bearish crossover there yet. And you don't even know that 200 weekly moving average, like 34,000. You haven't tested or touched that 200 week moving average since May of last year. Ooh, it does suck, man. You are outside, below the equilibrium level of your moving averages, which is anything below the 50 and 20 at the same time is bad. It's not good. You always want to be within, bouncing on that 50. That's perfect. This is the equilibrium zone of the moving average, here and here and over and over and over. Now you're below it, and yeah, you could be getting a bearish crossover at some point. It just is not really good, man. Like, maybe it does reverse, but again, you're talking about a coin flip. Oops. Yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, really unfortunate. It's tough for long opportunities in these situations because of just what happens. It's like, it can be setups, right? Trade setup can be perfect on an altcoin and not play out and just fail miserably. And it makes TA look stupid to someone who's new that doesn't understand how this stuff works. But hey, whatever. Was there a request?
Noise! This is the time to put in incredibly low bids. Don't panic. Use the tools and knowledge presented to you by Mitch to prosper. Thanks, Mitch.
Beat-ups, thanks for 20. And this is a great time to invest in yourself as well. This is a great time to, educate yourself on what is a low-risk area,
Gavin Crown tipped $25. Last thing for me. Retail traders tend to follow the media and news, trading tops and getting scared out of their money when prices decline.
And they're the loudest too. God, most vocal.
Looking for entries and Reddit exits and green.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's very difficult calling tops. It's just not easy. I mean, like, in actuality, this time specifically, it looked, there were actually some arguments, like coupled handle stuff, and it's like, and the inverse head and shoulder stuff, they were starting to play out. Man, when that fell right back below that 62K area, and then that last Saturday happened, that really took out the steam. But, it's maybe that rule of three going on. 1, 2, third peak. 3 drives. Bearish stuff. So yeah, I had a really good conversation with my friends today that own that marketing company about the composite operator and how powerful the composite operator really is. Where it's like you can be talking about low risk, high reward opportunities. Down here. Talking about Wyckoff reaccumulation all summer. If you were here, you know if you're watching this stream. This is like the composite, man, and he's reaccumulating his position again and again before the markup. And once you broke 11,463, that was it. It's just right here, and this is the composite, man, and he's creating hype and insanity and all that. Same thing with GameStop, same thing with Dogecoin, same thing with so many other assets, right, where it was reasonable to take longs. And this is the area where, that composite operator can pull the rug, at least on a traditional asset. This is Bitcoin, so it might be different, man, but with, you know, finite supply and institutions actually literally just auto buying this thing and just throwing it in cold storage. Do we have an update on the on-chain data? Has there been an inflow of Bitcoin from cold storage and it's been put back on exchanges? Has that been going on lately? But yeah, we're just talking about you can tell your friends and family about what the composite operator's doing.
It's me again. Did you actually get excited on that dead
Is that a joint?
this morning? Remember, this is my season, not your altcoin season.
So Bobo, man. I mean, like, you know, bear stuff happens on Bitcoin and crypto. Let's just talk about Bitcoin, and it's
Hey,
you know.
Mitch, I thought you were the wealthiest guy in Bama State. When will Gavin?
No one ever said that, and no, not even close to it.
That would be so funny. He thinks he runs the show anyway.
November. I don't know if that was a slide at Gavin, but Gavin's welcome. Okay, thank you, dude. Just let me drink my coffee and let us talk about charts like we do every day. Let's keep it cool.
Hey Mitch, will you check out? I got a position at $10. Thanks.
Center for kids who can't read good, but can also do other things good too. So I'm just telling you, I'm trying to talk about the composite operator, where it's like you can tell your friends and family at levels here, it makes sense to buy, and they won't listen to you. They will ignore you. You'll literally be screaming in their face, "Hey man, it's not bad, not a bad idea down here." And then they won't listen to you. They won't even come back to the conversation until they start hearing headlines. Bitcoin's at 45K. Bitcoin's at 50K. And then they'll buy. Not even because of you, they'll just buy because they're FOMO. And that's the composite operator, how he can manipulate your own blood, your own family and friends that you've known forever to acquire a position, but they won't listen to you. They'll listen to someone they don't even know exists, but he's doing exactly... Well, they're doing exactly what he is trying to make them to do. It's absolutely fascinating, these cycles, and I don't know, the sheer phenomenon of human psychology. It's crazy, dude. Anyway. No, what was the, is it not Asset Dash? What's the, someone tell me the website, the URL for where the, I think I have it saved in bookmarks or something. I'm trying to look for it. I don't want to spend too much time, but I do want to look at this and just see how it's going. Not Asset Dash. Is it ViewBase? I think it's ViewBase. I'm just waiting on it to load. Yeah, here we go. This is it. Viewbase.com. That's where you go if you want to see like pretty much some on-chain data where you can look. One day, a lot of Bitcoin got moved to exchanges. Let's check the past 7 days. Past 7 days, you've had inflows, but not much, not too much at all. And really, Coinbase is the one to watch. Let's go 30 days. So it's kind of a mixed bag where Binance 34,722 Bitcoins moved on to the exchange, and then 47,930 off of Coinbase. So it's kind of mixed. But that's where you can see this supply and exchange wallets. Okay, so it looks like in the past 30 days there's still a net outflow of 19,049 Bitcoins. So nothing crazy is going on. It doesn't look like whales or institutions are selling, like at least their old stuff, their old coins on cold storage. All right. Okay, so is there a request? I think there's a request. We've had about a decent amount of engagement with the TTS, which has been fun, Anyways, it is fun when people tip and it's just we're talking, versus Mitch, thank you. I need to see this. Look at this. I become a robot, a TA robot, and I don't really have time to talk, but just analyze charts. So thanks Gavin for that and others. Yeah, I think the next one was that. Yep. Okay.
Noise. A question and a request. Check out KCB on the monthly time frame. Wow, also, why do futures seem to ignore a lot OTA signals? Not uncommon to see bullish engulfing followed by bearish engulfing. Is it because it's on order flow? Futures wreck me.
Sometimes it happens, but also Bitcoin and at times Bitcoin has futures have been more clear than spot. Like a perfect example was like 9200 back before all the news-driven catalysts began, the major markup on Bitcoin that took it to all-time highs and beyond.
Like the show, thumbs up.
Peter P, thank you, dude, for all the 5 and the P's. Thank you, dude. Sorry. Oh, yeah, yep. We got multiple new patrons. Eric M, Ryan M, Reckon Cryptocurrency College, and Tyler. Thank y'all for joining the Patreon. Sorry. We just do that one stream because there's people that join between now and the previous streams, so thank y'all for that. Alright, dude, you gotta understand, we're literally 3 patrons away from 1,400. 3. It's beautiful. Yeah, Neo's fine. Up 1.72% today. It's not a shark. It's not actually anything. Nothing formal, but it's 113% retrace on D, and it's still an XABCD. I mean, Neo, like BYND or Beyond Meat, same thing. Where it's like it's okay. It's not over yet. It's not over till you really start breaking below $32, $33. So that's holding for now. Maybe you have a third valley, but I think you broke a supply line too. Some patrons are pointing out yesterday, right there. Yeah, you broke a supply line. You had all the continuation. Wow. Look, one valley, third valley, and then you had, look, triple, in the end, triple MACD bullish divergence. Very nice. And I guess in the end, RSI divergence too. This is great. And it's
my time has finally come. Mitch, when will we get some short trade setups?
What's up, Bobo? Need a little bit more. You need to get candle close confirmation below 50K because that's the previous swing low that's discernible. Oh, wow. Reckon Crypto College. Cryptocurrency College. Thank you for being an annual patron. How many annual patrons do we have now? Unbelievable. Thank you, dude. This might be one of the... I don't know, man.
Hey Mitch, this might be a stupid question, but I think this bear market will be different from the previous bear market because of more liquidity. Do you think we need to recover again for 4 years? I can't wait to be here for the next bear market.
If you look at the weekly, we're not in a bear market. If you look at the weekly, we could sell off to 40K and still be bullish. Dude, on the weekly, it's been one wave. It's been X to A. If you look at my XABCDs, it's X to A. We're still working on where A is at. We might have found the top for A. So now what's probably going to happen is you're going to sell off, retrace, and probably eventually pivot, and then attempt to rally on the weekly where it's visible. And then, you get bearish divergence or something, and then it... You look at the weekly, dude. Come on. The weekly on Bitcoin. This is one wave. There is no discernible peak valley. Okay, literally from like March 9th to now, same wave, X to A. So what? You think like, all right, it continues correcting, goes down to 40K or whatever, and then eventually you go again, right? You attempt your rally, and then maybe you get up to 1618, and then by then bearish divergence develops on the oscillators and exhaustion. It's not good. I mean, like every bull cycle we've been on, this happens. Like you go back in time, you get that. There's not much data on this one, but yeah, it's just you can't rule that out. 38K to... That's going to be your zone there. I mean, that's what makes sense for a potential retrace. And, you know, it's so shallow, too, from the major low where it started to here. 38% retrace is $41,600. That lines up perfectly, right, with this little zone here on the weekly. So XA, we're doing wave analysis, just talking about waves, and one wave could be done now. Finally, after all this time, 6-7 months, man. All right, lowest RSI you've seen on the weekly on Bitcoin since October 12th. You diverged. You were diverging the whole way up, right? Every time you kept making higher highs, you're making lower levels on the RSI. And look, you know, this keeps up, right? If it really starts going, you're going to be seeing negative momentum for the first time since October 5th. Natural stuff, right? You go down, you reset, you get out all the scrubs who just FOMO'd in the market out of pure greed, no love for technical analysis or the, you know, technology and the financial revolution that's occurring. Just mouth breathing, insanity, greed. We need to get that out of the market, you know, and that could take time. But I know hopefully you've learned how to become patient. You get really good at it when you live through the bear markets and summers. Like last summer was bearish cipher Bitcoin. I don't know, man. I wouldn't be doing harmonics on Bitcoin dominance, dude. You know, support resistance, kind of supply lines, demand lines. Those are okay on Bitcoin dominance. I wouldn't be going into complex structures there. No one's actually buying, selling Bitcoin dominance, so. Anyway, back to NEO, that is now showing even stronger argument possibly for reversal at 130% retrace, and it is back above that $38.17 mark, which is that new high from November 11th, December 2nd. Being back above that's ridiculously good, all right? So if this holds, you're thinking eventually you could see $57. Not even a joke, man. If you can break it, and now you need to recapture those local highs, $42 and $46. You get above those, man. Like, you got to. So I could just do this. Right, it's like a triple bottom kind of, but also a descending triangle. Yeah, that's a form of consolidation. That's going on, and it can break up. So you cannot count out NIO yet. Not dead. Okay, it looked good. It might look even on the oscillators. It does look better. Break a supply line, great. Back above an ice line, great. So NEO's technicals that were, oh man, not so great, starting to recover. Right, new pieces of data are making the argument stronger than it was when you were below the supply line, below the ice line. Only had standard divergence, not triple.
You discuss when you're doing TA. When you say long, are you talking about weeks or years? The short days or minutes? How rigorous are you about the best entry on the daily if you're in for long-term upsides?
Well, dude, again, like on the daily, you need to see an edge. There was an edge on the daily, but not just the daily. You want to see an edge on the daily and the 4-hour and 60-minute if you're blessed enough. Like, for instance, man, I mean, this was certainly hidden bullish divergence right there. That began to develop. And inverted and shoulders developed too on the 4-hour, not even visible on the daily. So when you have the 4-hour showing momentum shifting and your daily showing hidden bullish divergence and pending price action continuation implied, that's when one takes the shots. At this time, there's nothing. Nothing's implied at all, and it does seem like you will eventually get oversold if this keeps up, right? I mean, there is no demand right now. No one is buying Bitcoin right now. No one. You just said one top, two tops, just kidding, 3 tops. So, and once you break 50,000, what could be happening here is there is just supply absorbing the remaining demand. There are just buy orders here because look left, it's support. But below that, there is no support until minimum 43,000. You could say 45K too, psychological, and it's like where traders set it up their lowest point February 28th. So this has to hold. If not, you understand that this could lose a lot more value. Bitcoin could drop 5K and it wouldn't be that weird after 50K breaks. So just be aware, without anything implying upside, and you're just testing a support and very few bids are coming in, it's not great, okay? There were times when it was great, like a falling wedge pattern, a beautiful falling wedge with hidden bullish divergence on the oscillators, a bullish rectangle, right? There was a double bottom of the 4 hour. And you're talking about, you asked the question, how long? Am I talking about weeks or years? No, I'm talking about, if you look at the weekly, it could take a couple months. Could be, you know, this trend could continue in autumn, right? Where you get through a summer of consolidation. I think that was similar to what happened in 2017. Yeah, where you pull back, you actually come in back test areas that make sense while you go negative on momentum, while you continue to reset the RSI. It's at 61, so it's getting close to neutral, getting out of bullish territory. Yeah, you reset, and again, it could take a couple months, a few months, literally of just sideways down before pivoting, an edge appears. So you need an edge. You want a hidden bullish divergence or classic bullish divergence from the daily, one or the other, and then the 4 hour lines up with that, and weekly too, but that's really slow time scale. You don't get that many opportunities with the weekly. Okay, so that's Neo. Let's move on. I don't even know. Was there even, people are tipping, but I don't, oh yeah, not many, no crypto requests, right? But there's no hype, man, no hype. My scam isn't pumping anymore, so I can't request something that's up 1,500% anymore. Okay. Aurora Cannabis. Yeah, I like this down here. I really like ACB. It reminds me of some Wyckoff stuff, right? You're back at an ice line from March of last year. It's been over a year. You're trying to test it. RSI is not that great. MACD's pretty nice on the daily. There's very real bullish divergence going on at this ice line. What's up, B-dubs? 86 annual patrons, thanks, Brad. That's amazing. I have a dream that we'll see 100 annual patrons one day.
Dubs tipped $47.16. I believe BTC options expire tomorrow. 0.1875300 LTC.
Thank you.
There's hype and Defi. Fourth. Ample. Airdrop. Peace.
B-dubs, thank you, dude. Dow Jones, what's up, dude? Thanks to 5. Oh, wow, that's great, dude. Good for that S coin. So yeah, you could say 550 would be your lowest risk area. That's never been back tested. So this is like areas, these are assets that like layering in. You think about one entry could be 730, and then you think about taking, and if it keeps selling off, one would just keep adding dollar cost averaging, and another big area to buy would be 550. And then that's like the buy zone. Like this is where one would be like purchasing this asset, or at least the composite operator would be acquiring his position at these levels, okay? And eventually, right, they, you know, hey, they're gonna raise taxes on everyone, and they're printing the dollar into oblivion, buying power, it's theft, right? Okay, let's federally legalize weed, numb everyone out, so they can get high and not worry about, you know, getting robbed by us, okay? Sweet. So that could be what happens eventually, where ACB marks up insanely again, right?
Just because. BCH. Thanks. Do be.
Don't buy Bonfire, it's a scam, okay? If you buy Bonfire or Shape Moon, it's a scam, okay? Don't buy them. Don't buy them. Any hype men coming in, this crap you never heard of before, you know it's a scam. It's not going to end well for you and your money. So ACB, yeah, is at very interesting levels. Okay.
Hey Mitch, can you have a look at this newest coin I found? It's called BTC to USDT. Do you think it's a good investment?
Not at these levels. Not yet anyway. There was a time and a place. plenty of times and places for months, right? Yep. You see what I'm saying, right? Yeah, bonfire's a scam. Do not succumb to these loser scammers. Just like BitConnect, it's countless S coins over the years, right? That we've seen these coordinated efforts. They're trying to take your money. They're literally trying to get you to buy into an asset to prop it up, and they're artificially hyping it, making it look like it's a great project. It's an ecosystem of users on their protocol. It's the best algorithm. Oh, it's the second coming of Jesus. It's not. It's not. They just want you to supply liquidity to them so they can eventually dump on your head, all right? So these are reasonable levels on ACB. Yep. 730 and worst case scenario 550. I like the divergence on the daily. Classic bullish divergence. So that's signifying that sellers are starting to get pretty exhausted. Maybe, do you have any help on the weekly? That's something to look at, right? Or just continuation of that divergence too. Perfect. Okay, divergence. So let's look at that weekly. ACB. Oh yeah, dude, you gotta love this stuff, man. Because look where ACB goes back. They were in 2015. Okay, 2015. So you're talking like 98% retrace levels. This is value areas. Okay, the risk involved with owning an asset like this at these levels is so low. Okay. Very well be high risk, right? Bitcoin, look at Bitcoin's chart. Could be high risk up here, okay? Price discovery, pulling back finally. This is low risk. This is the epitome of what you're looking for, all right? If you're an actual swing trader, not a moon boy shill, okay? This just takes longs with this, like a chicken with his head cut off, all right? These are good areas. There was really nice bullish divergence on the RSI back in late October. That has seemed to play out, and this is how it could start, man. All right, great look on ACB. This could be a position trade, a long-term thing that could take months, maybe even a year to play out. But we're talking like if it can break this 1066 area, eventually could go to $30, $29.50. Yeah, great upside on ACB. Mark it down, put it on your watch list. Pay attention, because the news-driven catalyst, composite operator down at these levels, he might know something we don't, but we know this administration's they're gonna get everyone numbed out. They're gonna federally decriminalize weed, and these weed stocks at these crazy low levels are probably eventually, not even kidding, who knows how long it'll take, but eventually that stuff's gonna happen again, probably on ACB. Okay. Let's see what the next request. Was it MO? I think another stock. Zero. This is crazy. We might go an entire stream without a genuine S-coin request, right? Oh wait, never mind. Someone requested Bitcoin Cash. Dude did it. Oh yeah. Yeah, overall trends beginning to reverse on this one. Like the trends becoming bullish again. As we could see, a bearish pattern and a bearish trend underperformed and merely was a back test of an old supply line, became a demand line once, and then you got a second low and then that big markup. And this is what happens, you've got to break 5170. This is a certain area where a reversal could occur. It certainly occurred. Okay, so yeah, you're down 2.27%. Down with the macro, there's no edge right now, and at some point eventually you could back test $43 to $44. the 2014 level, and also after that 2019 and 2020, right? That is, you're hoping what was once support, what was once resistance can then become support again, and that is a level, as a form of confirmation, as an indicator. So you're not down there yet, but that could be a zone of entry, right? Someone could be taking longs at these levels, layering in,
Hey Mitch,
and
here's
be
a
low,
pro tip for
higher
everyone
lows,
watching.
higher
If
highs,
it's not
higher
moving
lows,
on
right?
trading
Now we're
views, it's
uptrending,
most
and
likely
eventually
a
you would
red
go
flag for
run to
every
test
scam.
5170 again, and once you can finally break that, then you're going to get a nice run up to 5772. Well, sure, P09, but yes.
Did you see what Kimball Musk, Elon Musk's brother, who sits on the board of Tesla and SpaceX, said about Elongate token on Twitter? This is huge.
Okay, take your long position based on a tweet. Go, do it, man. Good job, trader. Thank you, dude. That's cool, whatever. Yeah, hopefully everything works out for everyone, okay? Good luck. So Austria, $42 to $44 is the zone. Okay, that is the zone where you will be testing the validity of what could be considered an uptrend now. All right. So put it on your watch list, and maybe have an alert set up down there, and 200-day moving average is there too. It's like a steel wall of support. That could be a great entry area. MO. All right, reversing its trend methodically. Let's just go to Bitcoin dominance since someone requested something, but you know, I'm just gonna look at it anyway. Yeah, it's obliterated, man. It's been getting obliterated since late December, right? And now here you are at a nice line, a very critical support resistance area at 49.66%. Currently sitting, I mean, it's just the minor majority, right, of the whole crypto market. Once you break that, if you ever broke 49.66 cents, which in the history of Bitcoin, that has not happened but like one time, and that was December 2017. I mean, you could get a run all the way down to 39.68%, and then there's all-time lows at like 35%. So, yep. Yeah, he's talking about X, A, B, C, D. Again, I don't know, man. Sure, 40%. I'm just saying, if you break this resistance, you can go down the support down here. Yeah. Vaughn, thank you, dude, for the 20. Sure, we'll look at one of them. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the kind words. So yeah, congestion zone. Major congestion zone. Just like there was a major congestion zone at 60%. Once it broke 60% for real, where'd it go? Next congestion zone. If it breaks this congestion, it's probably going down to the next congestion zone. So I don't know what that would not. I don't know. That would not be good for Bitcoin. Could be great for Ethereum though, because I'm thinking like this is exactly when Ethereum went nuts, right? After the late December bubble popped on Bitcoin, Ethereum was just going nuts, and all that money was going to Ethereum, and that's why you got so low. It wasn't just Ethereum; it was like XRP and Litecoin. A lot of the altcoins were going crazy before hitting their buying climax, and then it all came crashing down. So Bitcoin sitting around $52,000, down 3.3%, down $1,750. If you're enjoying the coverage of this price action, hit that like button below. So thanks for the 1,742 people tuned in. Thanks for the 438 likes. Right, we're here every day, just looking for potential opportunities, using traditional technical analysis. Right, not tweets, not New S coins to shill, okay? We're minding our own business, doing our own thing. Been doing it for over 3 years, every day. What I find fascinating about these, you know, flavor of the second S coin shillers is they'll come in, they'll spam and they'll infiltrate and they'll attack our stream, bombard it, brigade it with diarrhea of their coin requests, right? And then when I call them out, they then talk crap to me and us like we're the ones doing something wrong, which is unbelievable. That shows you how terrible of people they are. Ridiculous. Like, are we going into your world and trying to shill TA on you? No, we're doing our own thing. Okay. Okay, so next request. I like MO, man. I think at $42 to $44, it could be an incredible opportunity. Okay, well, once resistance becomes support. Man, if you get like a confirmation low, like double bottom at $44, that would be insanely good trade setup. Okay, let's see. Alright, Bitcoin Cash was literally requested, down 4%. Well, we can look at the daily if you want. The daily. Nothing to write home about. Nothing, no edge on the daily. The 4 hour looked like a nice dragon and a backup, but again, it's like XRP. They're identical. But look, man, it's like you get the dragons that been playing out for 6+ months. They keep showing up. They keep appearing. And they keep going to targets, and those actually end up exceeding targets and going to freaking stupid levels. And it presents itself again. But then the macro, then Bitcoin is getting hit pretty hard. It's impossible for some of these coins to perform. Okay, so it's just like you got to be paying attention to the macro. And unfortunately, the macro is awful right now. I really think Bitcoin Cash is in really good shape above 775, 750. Okay, I think it's really good until then. And that's what could maybe be happening, where it sells off and eventually hits that area to actually back test it if market conditions get too bad on Bitcoin. At the same time, if Bitcoin because the coin flips, because there's no edge, you flip a coin, Bitcoin goes down, if it goes up. If it goes up, then Bitcoin Cash is going to hold here, this level, and eventually run to those targets if Bitcoin reverses. So do you see this, chat? Do you see it? That is how you know, like, temporary tops are in with people like this. Yeah. Another scam. Another scam, chat. So many scams. They're trying to get your money, dude. It's crazy. It's like they're desperate. It's like an incel, like a thirsty beta trying to, I don't know, like get the attention of a girl streamer or something. They're just, they need your money. If they don't have your money, their project's gonna crash and burn. It's gonna go to zero, dude. It's insane. Where is this thing, man? There it is. Okay, so not looking good now, right? I mean, it's like the same formula that kept playing out, and now it's stalling. You're failing to catch bids, and now it looks like it could just be, you know, the longer this extends on, and you know, Bitcoin dumping. It's probably going to 750 to 775. That could be an area to monitor, and if an edge presents itself, Bitcoin maybe starts showing an edge on the 4 hour like bullish divergence, then that might be a reversal area.
Market cap to show people what happens after they buy the show. Whatever you all pay for, most of all pay attention. THX Mitch, Seedling. Mix. Thank you, dude. Jaw Soul for the 10. Thank you, BK Blitz. No need to even do that. Like, people can do that on their own time, right? If they're not going to listen to the influencer,
try to influence, then go do it on your own. Go look at CoinGecko and these S coins on your own, right? I'm telling you, it's crap, it's trash. Been around the block to see what they do, what these scams do. So it's like, I think it could be one of the worst things you could ever do is if you're trying to get influence or you're trying to pump something up here, it's bad because you're just going to make me talk crap about it. That's it. Whatever, man. And you just get banned, whatever. So Bitcoin Cash, just doing what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin holds on. Bitcoin Cash is going to hold on. And it's going to outperform Bitcoin, as it has been. Same thing with Ethereum. If Bitcoin can hold on, Ethereum's just going to outperform Bitcoin on the recovery. And that's great. Because that means that Bitcoin, Bitcoin goes like at 55K, Ethereum's going to like 2,800 probably. We'll see. Another stonk, I think. I mean, I know, but I think there was. Good God. Finally did it, right? Finally got down to an area. This is where the composite operator is done. Composite operator has kind of done his thing. He acquired his position for months, I think over a year, down at between 13 cents and $10. That's where he acquired his position, and then he marked it up to $75. And the Wall Street bet scrubs, the people who have no idea what they're doing. These spammers, like those people buy these levels, and then the composite operator now has the liquidity he needs to dump his position. And I think that's what happened, where you went from $75 to $23, $24, where you lost 70% of your value in like less than 100 days. So yeah, but hey, yeah. With that being said, there is some sort of valley from 2007 that it has bounced off of briefly. There's certainly no edge. There's no structure. I mean, this is just the weekly. Weekly is just the highest negative momentum level in the since, good God, 2001. You haven't seen this much negative momentum.
Also, more states legalizing and more NFL games next year. Thoughts?
Elver, what's up, dude? Thanks. Yeah, we'll look at DraftKings. Yeah, my state's legalizing sports betting.
RCL.
What's up, George? Yeah, thanks, 20. Yeah, sure. RCL, Royal Caribbean, yeah. So if it doesn't hold this, chances are $13, $12.66, maybe $18, but it's just. The weekly looks bad. The weekly is just like no edge. The daily, there is some bullish divergence on the daily a little bit. Yeah, there is. But at the same time, it's like there is support. Is like 28.78. It went up to test that as resistance. If it can break 28.78, it's probably going to 35.50. If it breaks that, going to 44.40. But again, man, we're looking for more than just like, oh, it's just been obliterated. Straight line down. Yeah, nice bullish engulfing candle yesterday at that congestion area. Probably supply line right there. So at least you got something to look at. I think it was probably just a channel. I mean, you could try to say, hey, from this wick, what is it, man? Is it a wedge? Having to pick just different touch points. Right, so maybe, what was the one we looked at yesterday that was breaking out or whatever, and it looks similar to this? That could be down-sloping price contraction, looks like it's happening. And with the divergence on top, yeah, the argument's okay for a potential reversal, but it may just be another lower high before dumping again. So it's okay. Weekly's not good, but the daily divergence on the MACD is great. The RSI, there is no bullish divergence, it's just tons of bearish convergence. So yeah, I'm just talking about this, man. So let's see how this seller exhaustion ends up playing out. on the daily where you've just gone positive from that continuation of divergence. We'll see. Below the 200-day moving average, you need to get back above that, man.
If that closes daily above the 1.09-ish previous 2018 high, are you still fairly bullish? Assuming BTC holds.
Bitcoin holds, then it's great for all crypto. Yeah, I mean, below 109, that's that major all-time high, right? So, okay, hold on. Let me pin it. Sorry. Yep, I don't have muscle memory yet of this, so once I get it going, dude, not gonna be a problem. But yeah. Alright, there's the Patreon link. So let's see, dude. I mean, this is like, alright, good reverse here. We'll see how it goes. Our next one was this one. Okay, VeChain. Yeah, let's look at VeChain. Down 13%. Yeah, dude, that's what happens. That's certainly what happens at these levels. All right, there was right. You know, it's really, is it even a triangle? Like, it just extended on nearing the apex. So, I mean, a measure move here is like 11.5 cents. You got as low today as 17.5 cents. Neutral. Levels where, yeah, it's kind of like the risk is kind of high. You just, when you mark up like this, dude, when you just go and go and go, smart money's down here. Dumb, ridiculous money's up here. It's just, it's had its fun, man. We're looking for assets down at these levels. We're looking for the end of Wyckoff accumulation after a long time. At these levels, dude, it's like, yeah, flip a coin, goes up, goes down, whatever. So target eventually 11.5. If it's gonna hit 100% measured move, yep. I love how 25 cents psychological support resistance was the reversal. Yep, 3 different times it tried and failed. So there is no edge. Certainly no edge. It just negative momentum's at its highest point since on the 4-hour, since literally ever. Like VeChain's never had this high of negative momentum before, and your RSI is at its lowest level since March 25th. So yep, it could be more downside, especially Bitcoin dumps. So, you know, I'll look at these charts. If there's not like a great long opportunity or something, we just kind of look at what it was, and it's just like, okay, it's beginning to break down below 20 cents. Another very, very psychological resistance support. The longer you stay below 20 cents, the higher the probability becomes you probably see 15 cents, which is another one, right? 15, 10, 20, 25, 30, 5, right? They're all there, and that's kind of all you got, really. Because it hasn't spent much time at all consolidating at normal levels. It's just been, it consolidates for, you know, like a couple days and just shoots up again, a couple days up again. So you're just building, like, you're not helping at all for when the asset does reverse, because there's very little support resistance to hold it up, to prop it up.
Will it bring altcoins down with it?
Yeah, I mean, like, if Bitcoin keeps making like lowest lows of the correction right now, yeah, it's gonna be very bad for altcoins. I don't think any asset's gonna have much hope. I mean, a handful, right? Just like here and there. You're like, oh, there's always that one coin that's bucking, like Maker. Wow, Bitcoin's done. Maker just hit measured move of the inverse head and shoulders, huh? Somehow Ethereum hit all-time highs, but Bitcoin was bouncing though. But Bitcoin has to bounce for these coins to do okay, right? I mean, you had, I don't know, like 12 hours of like Bitcoin up a little bit, back at 55,000, and that's when the altcoins were able to run. So
I remember episode 346 when BTC dropped to 3.4k and I was watching your stream. Buying 5 bitcoins at that time was the best decision ever.
Is that a joint?
right, that's great, dude. Yeah, that was crazy. And that was at the same time, you know, I was going live like twice a day, once in the morning for the opening bell for stocks because we kept limiting down, and then you had capitulation on Bitcoin. It's very scary. Very, very scary. Yeah, a lot of selling pressure down here. Very aggressive selling. Like, sellers are aggressive. Good news, eventually, chat, eventually, you will get bullish divergence. Like, this is like, even if it goes down to 48K, 47K, whatever, eventually you're going to get this. Like, if Bitcoin would get oversold again, and then start out, and then that's what we're looking. That's exactly what you want to see. Finally, there would be, you know, sellers implying they're a little exhausted. And they're both oversold. You want them to be both oversold. So divergence is very powerful. Divergence plays out all the time. It's been playing out all the freaking time, dude. So you want to see something like this. I mean, unfortunately, if Bitcoin at 25 again on the RSI on the 4 hour, that means it's like thousands of dollars lower, most likely. But at least there's like that first impulse down, no idea, right? Then you get the attempted pathetic rally, and then you sell off again, and that's where we get the X, A, B, C stuff.
But your MACD doesn't look the same.
Sure, we'll look at it, Kingsman. Things are 20. So now we're looking for fib extensions from that previous wick low to the high of the consolidation. All right, look, man. You're looking like 48,750, 49,633. Those are the areas where divergence could mature and we reverse, you know. And that's where you get this. That's where this stuff happens. Either dragon patterns or, right, XA, B, C down there, right? You don't want to go any lower. You could go to the 1618. That would be shark stuff. But if you want a cipher, good old-fashioned cipher, no lower than 1414. And then that's where this stuff happens, where it attempts a big rally, and we go up to 61K again. All right, so those are things that we're looking for down at these levels, and that's just the phenomenon that occurs on that second low at these 1272s, 1414s, even 1618s in extreme cases. That's where the divergence develops, and that's what we're looking for. Those are the areas we're looking for the reversal. Okay, great example. Just go back. Go back, man. It was the same thing here, dude. Where you sold off initially, no edge. You rallied, then you sold off again. Then an edge appeared, and you had a crappy, pathetic rally, and then you sold off just slightly one more time. And that tested even my own patience there, man. I was like, oh man. But you know, you held that 43,687 there. So you ended up getting triple MACD bullish divergence. But what happened? It was the same thing, right? But what fib extension did it go to? It went to the 1272 before reversing all the way. So that's what we're talking about. Same situation we're in now, where you do this. It's like, you know, XAB and then C, right? Whichever one, and then D. Right? It ended up being a shark. Bear shark turned into a bullish fiber that actually played out. So that's it, man. That's what's going on. You know, there could be a little bit more downside on Bitcoin. If not, great, fantastic. Let the altcoins run. You know, place your bets on. One will be placing their bets on Ethereum, YFI, Bitcoin Cash, maybe XRP, right? And hopefully you were placing your bet on Ethereum Classic. That was incredible, dude, right? So again, I just got to keep going back to this because I just need to burn it in your mind. And if I get new subs every day, so there are literally new people watching every single day that may not know. So you can get mad at me for being just using repetition here. But look, man, this is what you want to. If you're new, this is the world you want to live in. You want to live in this world for reasonable longs. You don't want to get in on something that's up. Like this, you don't. That's when the scrubs come in, the dumb money, and they're like, "Oh man, it's time to go long. All in Ethereum Classic at $42 back in 2017, 2018. It's time to get nope. Time to get in is here. The phase D, phase E of Wyckoff accumulation. All right. That's when you want to get in. Okay. And if you watch the stream every day, I'm here. We find these. We're looking for them. Freaking, was it ACB is actually in the midst of painting a nice Wyckoff accumulation structure. Tilray. And I think the narrative would be weed gets legalized in the next 3-4 years. And that's how the price goes up, right? Like Ford, electric vehicles, and the bullish Gartley. There's always like a narrative, right? To why these things are getting painted. What is happening? Huh? What's going on? Everyone's freaking out. Wow, 2 more patrons, still 1,400. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. And thank you for all the people that have followed me on Twitter and Instagram today. Wow. Thank y'all. Social media connect. Been live for 1 hour 30 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, that sub, you know what's going on. All right. So again, man, you're looking between 48,750 and 49,633. If you're looking for a complex structure to develop, if it doesn't get there, wow, that's bullish. That's awesome. But if you're just thinking up and down, new day happens, you solve again, and we're looking for sellers to imply they're exhausted at fib extensions. And then the C wave can complete, and then the D wave can begin, and that is where it's a large wave that could take it all the way to 61,200. Okay? And at that point, it just depends on you could get a reaction and reversal there, but it may just make a higher low and then go again to all-time highs. Yeah, Grub, man, sure did. Just hanging on for dear life. Isn't it? Isn't that literally hanging on for dear life? I'll tell you one thing. From where the COVID, it's literally the COVID crash to the high. What's happened from the previous high for the first time ever, literally today, not Saturday. Today, you have now officially achieved a 23.6% retrace. Right? That is that new anchor point up there. What the? Okay. Yep. 236. Touched perfectly before bouncing. You'd say, oh, what about here? Nope, because look, you ran up and this is the new high, the newly established high for where we would anchor our low COVID crash to this fresh all-time high, 236. So now you have valid Fibonacci, right? And it makes too much sense here, okay? If Bitcoin breaks 50K, the next fib node's 41,500, and at the same time it is confluent with a previous all-time high from January 8th. So you don't want to break 50K. And if you break 50K, you want to maybe screw around and we don't fall below these mini fib extensions between 48,750 and 49,633. You just want to have, if it's going to fall below it, you just want it to be like, okay, it's not too bad, all right. But the sellers try, but there's too much demand. It farts around and then it springs and back tests the spring and then it can go. That's what you'd pray for. That's what you would want, okay? Crazy stuff, dude. So we'll look at the next request. Oof. Not a good looking structure, really. So DraftKings, it had that really nice demand line and it broke it. Broke out April 12th. Holding on to an ice line from December 17th and September 18th of last year, and of course January 14th. So it's above that, so that's good. This is another one of those, could be an XABCD thing going on. So you got divergence here. You definitely have a divergence on the oscillators on the 4 hour. I'm not sure about the daily. Oh man, see, there's another demand line all the way at like $50. So you extending on this negative momentum. There's no hidden bullish divergence. There's no edge on the daily. Do I see anything that sticks out to me right now as a great opportunity for a long? Not really. I like the bullish engulfing candle yesterday though. God, I love those engulfings. So if you were gonna size up risk here, anything below 55.82, that's where you don't want to be messing around with it, because you would think eventually there's very little support below 55.82, where it could go to $49 at that demand line.
It's been a 6-month journey with you in Patreon. Would you mind looking at ABNB? Triple hidden divergence on the daily MACD, descending wedge at a critical ice line.
We'll look at Airbnb. Nickster, thank you, dude, for the €20 super chat, and thanks for the 6 months, dude. That's amazing. Like, that's like just very cool that you get the value, right? And you stick around. Cheers. So, this one, it doesn't really stick out as like a great opportunity. It's high. It's like left shoulder, head, right shoulder, momentum shifting the other way, right?
It's China to me. China.
Hey, isn't this the song you hate playing? The Gorgon song? 0.015608000 LTC.
Hey, it's Philly Leotardo. He compromised. He made grilled cheese on the radiator. Thank you, Philly Leotardo. Ripped up. What an awesome actor. So yeah, I mean, above 55.82, that is where it could reverse and go 64.38. Maybe off the 4 hour. The daily, you're not getting really any help. And you broke that short-term demand line, right? That goes back to October. It's not even short. It's October 30th, man. That's a pretty serious demand line that broke. And again, I don't really like the structural look where it's just momentum shifting. You're going from accumulation and higher highs to now lower highs, lower lows, to where like kind of 55.82 is a little bit like kind of neckline in a way. Maybe the neckline was like 57.62 and it's just right at it. So it's not a low risk area. It's not really a low risk area right now. Okay. But yeah, maybe the divergence is like playing out, but it's not really going anywhere yet. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe the fundamentals are really good. Hey, stay above 55.82. Okay, fundamentals, because like a lot of states are legalizing online sports betting right now, including mine. So yeah, that could be good for the asset. It could also be baked in, right, on its run it already had.
I can't wait to see the Asians continue the selling tonight. You didn't buy the dip to you hodlers? Let's get these shorts printing. Where are my Bobo brothers at?
Thanks, Bobo. The threes. Yeah, Asia's waking up, and yeah, they're gonna take the ball soon. You gotta wonder, are they gonna keep the selling going based on the daily? Nothing implies that a reversal is coming yet. But you go a little bit lower, and there could be one on the 4 hour. Hanging on, dude. So this one was incredible, right? The Caribbean companies, these electric vehicle companies or whatever, some consumer staple companies, like commercial food vendor companies, value names, a lot of them, it was amazing. Anonymous, oh my god! And that is the debut of the newer emoji ball. No one had ever tipped over 500 since we implemented it, so boom, Anonymous.
$501. Blessings on blessings, Mitch. I am just getting through trading in the zone, and I can't wait to grow into my future trader. Bless this community.
Thank you, Anonymous, the unsung hero, because we don't know who you are. Well, thank you, man, for unveiling the new emoji ball. It's not finished. I'm making it more like, see, that's like Super Saiyan 1. We're trying to get the graphics right to where it looks like Ultra Instinct. So that's like a rendition. I might make that for like 400 or 300 and then we get the new one for 500 plus. 501 plus. Thank you, Anonymous. Holy crap. That is huge. Well, we were Jenkins, of course. I don't understand why Anonymous did not take session top over Gavin Crown. That doesn't make sense. Very weird. So RCL, this is just a great lesson on value. An incredible lesson on value. It was also like a harmonic, maybe you could have tried to look at it. It was too perfect, but it was like X, A, B, C, D. And what happened? The asset in the COVID crash had an 88% retrace. 88%. There was an 88% sale on Royal Caribbean from that major global financial crisis. Low to the all-time high. And so what's been going on since then? Well, institutions perceive value there. So it's been doing nothing but going up. Beautiful uptrend ever since. And, on the way, it broke critical resistance points. Like once it broke $50, $55, boom, look where it is now. It's at $84. Where it is, there's just a little minor high from January 2015. If it breaks that, I think it's going up to 100 to 105, right? The next, and then after that, all-time highs. So while that's there. Yeah, this is amazing. It's just a really nice uptrend. It's so similar to so many other coins. Or not coins, stocks, sorry, equities. Alright, so just getting rid of that Fibonacci because I just wanted to show you it touched it perfectly. So what we got going on now? Is it like this? What a friggin' beautiful uptrend. It's just so gorgeous, man. 1, 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top, and just another touch in October, another touch in late January, right? Higher highs, and respecting that heart line, and now just down. It looks so bullish. I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? Where you're on the daily right now, showing actual, dude, nice look, bullish engulfing candle yesterday. But this is the stuff you're looking for. You don't get to see this very often. It's just kind of a little bit more rare, where you get like one bottom, like pretty much the same bottom, whoops. And then look, extremely nice developing classic bullish divergence on the MACD histogram on the daily again. So impending price action reversal of the upside being implied. As you can just see what it's trying to do. It's just flirting with that previous peak from December. If you can break it, it'll be time to mark up again. So what's happening? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. It's like down slipping consolidation out of the impulse up, but it's like one bottom, second bottom, and so it's like confirming that the demand line that you'd been testing over and over and over again, there's too much demand now for the asset to go down and test that again. Very strong price action. So if you're exhausted and you're showing a confirmation low and you're unable to touch the demand line again, where all the buy orders are, that means there are now buy orders at higher levels, meaning an acceleration of accumulation to where you could just take from the previous low to the new low. Oh, you're starting to leg up on RCL. Well, if you get above 85.31, 85, dude, I'm telling you, January 2015 high, this thing could go like, we're talking like $100. Just above it, so pay attention. This is a pretty good chart here. RCL, very nice uptrend, and trying to confirm a double bottom, or trying to confirm that the low is in, and sellers are implying on the daily that they are exhausted. That's it. That's RCL. Okay, let's see how it plays out. Okay, we cool on RCL. 17 minutes, so your daily candle close. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, that sub. Too bad there's no edge on Bitcoin yet. Beautiful. All right, next one.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
I don't think I have no memory of this place. Interesting-ish. Bueller. So you got a range between 95 cents and 269 on CIDM, which is a request. Plot this other low too. Wow, dude, look at that spring, back test of spring. So amazing. What else is here right now? Lower high than the previous high, and it's like one top, second top. But yeah, that convergence, divergence kind of plan, I think it's safe above 95 cents. Hey, Paul Gann, man. Thanks for the 25 super chat. Very, very kind of you. Appreciate it. Generosity. Thanks for watching the stream, dude. It's important. That's what you're doing. 100% crowdsource. There's no affiliate marketing links I post for y'all. And there's no, I don't monetize these videos. I play copyright music every stream just to enhance it for your viewing pleasure. Sacrifice that I think is worth it. Okay. So yeah, I mean, above 95 cents, you would think, with the way it looks right here, the MACD could be getting ready to pivot, and you would think the target would be 269 at this point. I don't know. I mean, I get it. There's like a peak right there at 204. It would be convergence though, because it was a low. Now it's like a higher low. So this implies so it's convergence. So it's like you think that it could continue up off this if you switch over. If like the oscillator starts going positive, bids start coming in. You had a bullish engulfing candle yesterday and indecision today. So if you're playing that daily engulfing candle, everything's fine until a candle close tomorrow or whenever below 114. So yeah, I mean, let's see how this bullish convergence plays out after it tested 95 cents perfectly, right? One low, and you finally did it again. So it's like a spring back test of a spring in ways. It's okay, yeah. So I would think if you were talking about longing this, 204 and 269 would be your targets, CIDM. Yeah, but reasonable, right? Rational. You know, it's not like going insane. It's not like a straight line up like V-Chain or something. This is like, oh, it's down at like lower levels. Makes sense. Nearing ice lines. That's great, dude. This is stuff we want to see. Down 4% roughly today. Oof. All right. So your next one is Airbnb. And it's trying to hold on to the old IPO high, right? December 10th, 2020. That wick high, that's why I plotted it there. It was held in March, and it's trying to be held here again. It's not a formal harmonic, and you know this asset is in trouble if it breaks 165. Is going to 138 probably really fast. And this is where it's like X, A, B, C, and you're now working on C to D wave. Daily, I mean, you could, like, the problem is there's no RSI bullish divergence, and the MACD is all wacky. It's like, yeah, there could be bullish divergence, but it just keeps extending on. The negative momentum just keeps building.
My PP 1-inch, 3-inch PP gang.
So, before I do, thanks for the €20 super chat. Best of luck on that, okay. Well, we were looking at this before on the 4-hour, and we're looking at this area, and it's like it can spring and back test the spring and go up. It did go up. There was hidden bullish divergence. Yep, hidden bullish divergence there. There was like impending price action continuation. It did happen, and there was just not enough demand to get it back up to the top of the range, and now you're selling off again, and now you're kind of like at the maybe bottom of a range. So this is just another area where that same thing could happen, right? That could happen at these levels. But you know, below like that, so it's like, okay, how do you size up risk here? I don't know, like a high, a lower high, the same high, but those same highs are lower than the previous high, and then another lower. So you do have distribution going on. You certainly have distribution going on, and now you're making lower lows than the previous lows. So this could be absorption of remaining demand until like once 165 breaks, you could mark down to 138, and that's when this could happen. That's literally when something like this could occur. Wow, dude, it's like a Gartley 786. That could be a perfect Gartley. That'd be have your alert set up at 144 PCZ of the Gartley, the whole freaking chart. So, you know, you think about it, I could make a rally here, make another lower high, then dump once more and get to that level before reversing. The 4 hours not really that great. I mean, it looked like great bullish divergence and no bids came in. So I would say you probably want to wait on this one because there are better value areas for a long on Airbnb. But at the same time, this is exactly where something could hold and attempt to rally again. But below it, yeah, straight down to 138, 140, something, okay? That's it. We got the requests. Yeah, distribution, man. Lots of it. Unfortunately. Thanks to the 1,537 people tuned in. Thanks for the 663 likes. I bet we get 700 likes in the next 30 seconds. 700 likes, right? Okay. Oh my god, dude. Did you really just request this scam? I don't know if I want to look at it. There's no point in looking at this, dude. Paul Gann. Yeah, Paul Gann. Dude, there's no point in looking at this. You had people shilling this crap earlier. Yeah, dude. Congratulations. This asset is up since April 8th. It's up almost 3,000% in 17 days. So what can I do? There's nothing I can do. Like, I mean, you don't. Here it is. Your R, your literal scam coin R. It's ARR to the US dollar. It's called pirate something, pirate crap. So yes, congratulations on your pump that will eventually dump. This will ruin people's lives. People, unsuspecting new victims that enter now at 763 will lose so much money at some point. They'll lose half or 90 to 90% of their money once they buy in and supply the liquidity needed, because the composite operator is just waiting now, waiting for enough people to buy it so we can dump on their heads. This thing is, it's nuts. Yep, it doesn't last. Oh, it's a robust privacy coin. Okay, dude. Sure. Sure it is. Robert, you have no idea what you're talking about, dude. This is a technical analysis show. This isn't to shill your new S coin that's been on the market for 10 minutes, dude. Okay. Guess what, dude? This is acceptable in 99% of all their streams. Why come to this stream, you know, and do this crap? Like, you could request that crap in any other stream, dude. But I'm actually trying to teach you something here. These other stream channels aren't teaching you how to apply traditional technical analysis to these markets. They're all about the affiliate marketing and the pumps and the Moon Boy stuff. Yeah, cool. All right, dude. So there's 7 minutes to your daily close. I'm gonna get out of here a little early. I appreciate everyone for appreciate everyone coming out and watching the stream. I wish there was an edge on Bitcoin. There just isn't one quite yet, but maybe that 48,700 area. All right, Robert, man. So you're just part of their team, I guess, right? You clearly don't care about traditional technical analysis the way you're talking. Okay, you just don't. You don't understand what this community is about. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Thanks for the 700 likes. Actually, 765. So y'all outdid yourself. I mean, we're about to be at 800 likes in seconds. Holy crap.
The selling will continue. Will you continue to hold? Smiley face. Hodlers are brain dead. This is Bobo season.
Thanks for the 669. Yeah. I would prefer to not pay many six figures worth of capital gains tax. Okay? They're just going to get taxed even higher now, probably. So I'll be back. Don't buy into scam coins, flavor of the second coins. Don't be buying into assets up 3,000% in 17 days. You are the literal dumb money if you do that. Enjoy. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
My name is JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
And then, just like that,
Price gonna dip.
Adios, turd nuggets.